Now we will talk about the max-min algorithm. So if we look at this table, the min algorithm will get the mean for each row and get the mean amount of all the minimum values. What max-min means is they will search the minimum the minimum value for each row and get the maximum value out of this all the minimum values. At the beginning, I thought it was just pretty much the same as a min. All I need to do was just to modify some code here. See, this is the final min map. I thought all I need to just modify some code here, but it turned out to be some extra work. So this is the main function to find the max min time map. What it will, okay, I will first talk about the main structure of this algorithm first. Again, if we look at the mind map, it's still the same. If you have generated the table first, do the do while loop, but the first is we will change this one, find the maximum out of the minimum values. So here we generate the matrix, we find the smallest in each row is step 1, and then find the, okay, this should be the largest. And then step 2 will retrieve all the, of course we put everything in the map, retrieve the information from the map. What we will get is the key, which will be row, column index, and the cloud ID, and the value will be the max min value. Step 3, we assign cloudlet to the min virtual machine based on the information we retrieved. Then we update the ready time array and also update the total time array. After everything is finished, remove the row and then begin the next iterations. So what we see here in this main method, we have seen a lot of helper functions such as this one and this one. So actually, this is the most important helper function for this algorithm. It's listed here. Find the max min time map. So what it does is, see, first it will here again, in the retrospect, we can also use array to store the informations. You know, which row will record the information about the minimum value. After all, we get all the information for all the rows. We can then iterate the two-dimensional array to find the maximum among the minimum values. I use the map. You know, map also works pretty good. It just needs some extra work. All it does, see, during the nested for loop, this integer array will record the row informations, which will be row number, column index, and the target cloud ID. And then in the inner loop, we get the minimum value. So this map here, we put this row info as a key, the minimum as the value, we put in the map. So if we look at the picture here, every row will be recorded. This is the row. This is the row number. So for each row, there will be a key, which are the row number and column index and the cloudlet ID. This is the key for each row, and in each row we'll get the minimum value. So then this one will be put into the map. So in this map we should have 10 entries because we have 10 rows in the beginning. And then we go back to the code, we got this map, and then this is what I call, we need some extra map, we need some extra work, because we need to sort the map based on the value. The value, remember, it's the the minimum value for each row, and then so we sort this map to get the maximum value. We did this sort by using this helper function, sort map by value, which will be explained later. And then after that, we get a sorted map. We get the first pair. The map is sorted in descending order. So the first pair will have the highest value, which is the max. So we get the first pair from the map, another helper function. After this, we get return the first pair, which will be, just a map. The key will be row, column index, target ID. The value will be the maximum. To sort the map, I did some research, looked into some reference listed here. So basically, this sort map function uses the collection.sort method to accomplish such task. This is, to me, this is kind of like a higher level of override, or it's more like a functional programming style. So this sort, it will take another function as its parameter here. In this function, it's nothing but just compare two values and get some, I would say it's a -1 or +1 value, and based on that value, we can sort this map, and then copy the sorted list into hash map. Okay, I forgot another thing is at first we need to convert this map into a set to remove the duplicates, then convert this set to a list, and then we pass this list as the parameters here to the collection sort method. And then we use sorted hash map to store this sorted map, and then we return it. Another helper function get the first pair from map, which is very simple. Just iterate through it, and yeah, that's it. Just use the iterator, and you can get the first one. It's pretty simple, but also I got this reference here. And for the rest of the main method, it's pretty much the same as we use some existing helper method for the min algorithm. So you can see here, update the ready time array, and update the total time matrix, print map for max-min. So there's also some other helper function for this max-min algorithm. Here's the print map for max-min. So basically what I did here is just get some, when I was implementing this code, I want to keep track of my the iterations. So I use this to give me some information about which column, which row has the min value, has the maximum value, and what the related cloudlet will be assigned to which virtual machine. And also, I modified the throughput calculation formula here, because if we think about it carefully, the maximum finish time will be the largest value in the ready time array. So we can just simply use that value to calculate our ready time, and we can save the iteration time to search in the cloudlet list. Just use that, and then in this function we just use that collections.max function again to get the maximum value from the ready time array. So if we run the program, we run the code, we got the results here. Again, this is for the max-min algorithm. We got all the information during the iterations. See here, in the first iteration, we got a max. Remember, this max is the maximum among all the minimum values in each row. So we located that. Then we assign this cloudlet to the virtual machine, and then we remove this row based on the information here. The start next iteration, we got this another maximum here. We got cloudlet 1 has been assigned to virtual machine 2, so we remove this row, and we do this again and again. We got all the results here. So that's it for pretty much this for the max-min algorithm.